Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 14th of December. We have new mods, we have a load of updates, a mountain of updates. The updates are as follows. From top left, the Stara Hercules 10,000 by Farm Centro Sul and Rafaza, the Lizard Tank 40 and the Lizard APL by Sloitches Modding, the Lizard TM series also by Sloitches Modding, the Randon Dumper by Eric Isaac Agro Mods and Lucas Santana, the Randon Vanderleia Dumper by Eric Isaac Agro Mods and Lucas Santana, the KFMR Krakowiak Goliath 8040 ALN by Kerfapski, the John Deere 6x20 series by Johnny 6530. From top left again, the New Holland CR5080 and TX590 by Agro Tonio, the Lizard D838 D848 by Austrian Castan 18, the Metalfark Z560 by VNSFDG2 and JMZ. That's saying it's new, but it has a changelog, and the changelog doesn't say console release, so I think we may have already had that a while ago. I could be wrong, apologies if I am. The Zetor Crystal 8011 by Pushgap Castan 18 and Voxel. The MM7771B by FSSA Modding Team. The MMZ768B by FSSA Modding Team. The Lizard Diesel Tank 2000 by Sloitches Modding. La Coronea by ER Shaba VSR Modding Sur. Switchback Canyon by ADub Modding NLA Gaming. The Old Production Pack by Farmer Manu, and the TF140 PB95 by SMI Modding Team. Now that says top, that is an update, but the part of the update for that is console release on that one. They have all had updates today. As you might be able to tell, I'm not on no man's land at the moment. I am on Westbridge Hills by Vanquish081. There's a reason for that, because of one of the mods that came out today. I didn't do a mod review on Friday. The mod review that I posted on Friday was from Thursday, but I was travelling and various different things. I haven't done a mod review for Friday's mods. I do apologise. I know there are some absolute crackers in amongst the stuff that came out on Friday, but these are the mods for Monday only. Apologies for that. In front of me, we have got the Red Brick Garage. This is by Filip Plajer 54. This is 3.29 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. Nicely detailed. Let's get right up close to open the doors on these. No sound effect on the doors. I noticed that when I opened the large one around the side. We've got a couple of shelves in the back here. There's no lighting inside, therefore no light switch. The texturing's all very good. Looks like concrete, looks like wood. You know, the brickwork's all very good. Very nice indeed. It's not huge. You don't get massive machinery in here. You'll probably get one of the smaller harvesters in this end here, I would think. But this you'll find under Placeables, under Sheds, Red Brick Garage for 30,000. While we're here, we'll look at the next one in here, then we'll go and look at it in the flesh, so to speak. The next one is the Machine Shed. This is by Cat Modding, 10.34 megabytes download, 15 slots on console. As you can see, it's 9,500 to place. That is this one just here. Again, nicely detailed, not a bad size either. There is lighting inside, but I can't find a light switch, so I'm assuming it's automatic. And stupidly of me, I did actually... Oh, he says, look, right there. What a muppet. Anyway, I went round the whole building earlier. I thought, can't find one. Right there. Well, I'm glad I found it. Yeah, not bad at all, 9,500. A little bit higher on the slot count than that one. Nice size door openings too. Not bad at all. There you go. That one's by Cat Modding. Moving on from there, we've got this. This is the Horsch You W160. This is an auger wagon. It is 20,000 litres, if I recall correctly. There's a couple of nice features on this as well. Some options available for changing colours of covers and rims and things, but we'll have a look at that too. I know it's not new because we've had them on various different things, but this has got one of the rolling covers. I know often a lot of the covers on the stuff we get, it's very like bump, bump, on, off. This one's got a really nice animation for the rolling cover, which I like. This is by Big Farmer 145. It is 11.1 slots on console. No, it's not. It's 11.1 megabytes on console and 13 slots. That probably makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? This you'll find under Tools, under Auger Wagons. There you go. It will do your regular cereal crop types, and it will also do seed and fertiliser, as most of the Auger Wagons do. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that pallet, like so. We can just change the design colour, which is the cover colour. So you've got a plastic in each of these, and then you've got a matte version of each two. Let's go to that one. Yellow matte, and then is that black matte? I think it's supposed to be grey matte, that last one. Anyway, then we've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, and Lizard are your tyre options. So I'm going to back up to it and hook up. Pipe unfold, L1, and I always get this wrong, down on the D-pad, there we go. Once it has been unfolded, there you go, in its folded position, there's no option for adjustment, so you can't adjust the auger up or down or anything like that. It's fixed in place. What we do have is, I'm going to have to open my help menu because I can't remember which one it was. R1, yeah, R1 and right stick up and down. We can change the wheel track, like so. So if you're fully loaded, you don't want it tipping over, or you're on a hillside or something like that, you can adjust the wheel track, which is very nice. And then, like I say, what I really like, L1, an open cover left on the D-pad. Smooth as a freshly buttered banister. How nice is that? Very cool indeed. So there you go. That's the Horsch UW160 by Big Farmer 145. Now, one of the mods that in the updates today said it was an update, but part of that update was console release, is the next one that we're going to have a look at, and that is the TF140PB95. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? This is by SMI modding team. There are, I think, part of the addition in the update for this, as well as console release, was adding a livestock version, I think. But this is an auto-load bale trailer, and we can also have it as a livestock trailer. They are both in different sections, but we will have a look at those momentarily. It is, if I can find it on my list, I was just looking at it, 14.1 megabytes download, 7 slots for the bale trailer, and 16 for the livestock trailer. Get the right way around, yes. Nicely detailed, both of them. The bale trailer comes with, let me just try and think, we have got a round bale version, 30 bales, a square bale version at 21 bales. There is a square cotton bale one that takes 1 square cotton bale, and then we have a round cotton bale one which does 3 round cotton bales, I think, but again we will double check that. And the livestock one will look at everything that goes into that as well. But very nice indeed. So you'll find the first of these under baling technology, or the first few. So we have the round bales one, 20,000 to buy, and each one of these is 7 slots. Yeah, 30 bales for the first one, round bales, square bales 21, also 20 grand. Square bales cotton, 1 square bale will go on that at 20 grand, and then the cotton round, yeah, 3 round cotton bales. Options are the same on each of these, but we can change the rim colour to anything on that pallet, like so. Main colour, also to anything on that pallet. Design colour changes the colour of the decals, like so. And then we've got base bed, front rail, front and rear rail. Now interestingly, when it just says front rail and base bed, it doesn't say auto load. But as soon as you get from front rail to front and rear rail, it says auto load yes or no. And then we've also got that one that says manual configuration, but it's still an auto load, because that's the one I went for. I thought, oh, okay, maybe that's where it changes it from auto to manual, but it still says auto load yes or no, and I put it on auto load. Now, I think with this one, there's going to be a couple of function or a function that I've missed, and possibly in the configurations here, maybe. Because I'll show you in a minute, there's an option it gives you, but I can't get anything to work. So potentially it's one of these changes under configuration that it might work under. But anyway, all those options are the same on all four. And then the other one you'll find under animal transport, and it's there, that's the one that's 16 slots. That will take 12 cows, it will take 20 pigs, 23 sheep and 12 horses. Options available. We can change the main colour, like so. The rim colour, like so. Design colour also then changes the decal colour, like so. Those are your options on that one. So what we'll do is we'll grab the Massey that I've got, and we'll hook up. Now with this one, there's no option to open the cover, so the cover stays as it is. But what we can do is L1 and X, lower flatbed. Takes a little bit of time. It's not a bad size, this as well. There you go. That's it unfolded. Then L1 and raised flatbed. Like so. We do have lights, we do have indicators, and we do have reverse lights, like so. So there you go, that's the animal trailer. And then we'll have a look at the auto load bale trailer. I went for the square ones, that will do 21. So as it stands, we are currently ready to put into operating position. I've got 21 bales exactly sitting next to me. So L1 and square puts it into auto load position. But this is the thing I was saying, L1, so I've got my finger on L1 and I've got options there for my right stick side to side and up and down. But I've been round this trailer and I've been doing them and I can't find anything moving or doing anything at all when I do those options. So potentially there's another configuration within this trailer that those options will work on. I couldn't figure out what it was. But we have now auto-loaded our bales on. So what I'll do is just unload them here for the moment. So as I've said before, so many times before, with auto-load bale trailers, as they are at the moment, they are kind of in limbo. They are ethereal bales. They don't really technically exist. They have no weight. They have they have no mass, which is the same thing, mass, weight and gravity and that kind of thing. But I can drive around no problem at all and not have any issues, and they're kind of, like I said, they're ethereal. If you want them to be real and you want to strap them down, because at the moment if I put straps on, the straps go under them because the bales don't technically exist in the real world. To unload them onto the trailer though, I need to go unload bales, L1 and triangle, unload bales here, and you'll see them drop onto the trailer. Boom. They've now got mass. I can now put the straps on and they will act as normal bales. All very nice indeed. When I want to unload them, if I want to auto unload them that is, I can take my tension belts off, put it back into its operating position so it will restack them all, like so. Then L1 and triangle to unload bales. I can then move them around wherever I want them to go. And then once I'm happy with wherever they are, like so, unload bales here, and we're done. bales are unloaded. That's going to bug me about that option. There is going to be one of them, isn't there, that's going to do something. But anyway, there you go. That's the TF140 PB95 by SMI modding team. Not too shabby. Which one do I do next? I'm going to do... I think we'll do the factories pack. Oh no, there is something I do want to show you. We have got the John Deere RTK Stations pack by MefiuFs. And this is to run with the Precision Farming DLC that came out. And the RTK stations are there to act as a kind of base unit GPS system. Now, obviously, it doesn't give you GPS on console, but what it does do is improve the AI workers' efficiency. And it improves efficiency. I'm sure it's up to, I think it's about 11%. So MefiuFs has released 2 more base stations, but they're not buildings. They're smaller ones that can be put down. Now, it could be a mod conflict with this map. It could be a problem with the mod. I don't know. I'm going to show them in the store, but I'm not going to show them in reality, because when I set this all up earlier, I placed them, and as soon as I placed the first one, everything froze. I lost everything. I had to basically just come right the way out. I couldn't save anything. Nothing would work. I had to reset everything else up again. So before I did, I placed the second one. It did exactly the same thing. Everything froze up on me. So, but I will show you anyway. They are under placeables and under miscellaneous. They may work perfectly well for you, but these are John Deere RTK stations. We've got 10,001 for 3 slots, and then we've got the 5,001 for 2 slots. One's on a tripod. The other one's a kind of more static one in that you've got a solar panel and the little GPS unit on the top of it. This will be, what is it, 3.39 megabytes download. But yeah, like I say, I daren't get one, because if I do it now and everything freezes, I can't start again. I really can't. So yeah, but they are available. You may get them to work better. I tried it with and without the Precision Farming DLC selected as well, and it still did it. So I don't know what it is that caused it. But anyway, moving on from there, we've got the Placeable Factories Pellet Pack. This is by Vanquish081. Now, this is part of in addition to the factories packs that we've had come out recently that do various different things by ER Shabba, and part of the VSR modding Sir. They are all part of a group. We've got these. Now, one of these is a molasses factory. And if you put sugarcane in and water, you get molasses out. The other one is hay pellets. And if you put grass, chaff, or hay in with water and the molasses you get from that one, you then get hay pellets. But there's a list of important information. And it's pretty much the same as the other factories ones. If you haven't seen any of my reviews on the factories mods before, they use the animal system, the animal pen system. And some of them were causing a problem way back. According to what a lot of comments I've had recently, they're not anymore. They're a lot better than they were. But they only work on certain maps. So it does say, important note, this mod can only be used together with compatible maps. And at the moment, it will only be available for maps Westbridge Hills, Hagenstead, the Old Farm Countryside, La Cornea, and La Cornea 2.0. Now, that's at the time of recording this video. If any other map makers decide to then use the required coding to put it onto theirs, then there may be more maps when you come to watch this. But as it stands at the time of recording this, those are the maps it will work on. Now, it does say they're created using the animal system, and you can only have 10 of them on any map. It says do not exceed 8 of the animal pens and factories, and it said if you do not have any animal stables in place, never more than 6 factories at a time. It can cause problems to your games. Sell stables or factories pre-installed on the map you are playing on before placing one from this pack. So it depends what map you're on, whether it will allow you to remove things. I'm going to show you how to activate it. What was the other thing it was important to note? It says, I'm not sure about the first sentence, it doesn't make sense. In season, no work the translations. Seasons needs to fix this. I'm not sure what that actually means, but I'm getting from that it doesn't work on seasons, or possibly just the translations don't. And then it says, very important. This mod does not work correctly with add-on straw harvest. Okay, it does not work correctly with the add-on straw harvest. So compatibility, you may find you're having issues. It could be because you've still got the add-on straw harvest on. It could be a seasons issue. The problem is with a lot of these mods now, and the further down the rabbit hole we go with mods coming out, there are so many mod conflicts that can occur between maps and mods and the animal system and seasons and add-on straw harvest, and now with the thingy precision farming DLC, to try and unravel what might be causing a problem becomes incredibly hard now. That's not to say it will cause a problem, but just in case you are having an issue, it could be any one of a number of things, but just be aware. So you might argue, well, what's the point then? Why am I making hay pellets? Well, in essence, this allows you to do hay pellets without having to have the add-on straw harvest if you don't want to have it, and it does give you a separate hay pellet thing within this pack. There is also a little trailer we can use too. So now this one here is the hay pellets, and what we do to activate it, these two at the front I haven't activated, but to activate them you go around to the side and there's this little box here. If I click on it, L3, open animal dialog box, it then says new on the left. If I press X to move and confirm, that has now activated this factory, which means it's now okay for me to put in whatever I need to put in to get it to work. The same goes with this one here for the molasses. If I come all the way around the side here and click on there, move and then confirm, that is now activated too. But what I've also done is I've done a couple already, just so we've got some stuff on the ground. So the molasses one here, I put sugarcane in, I put water in around the back, and I'll show that in a second. So sugarcane goes in this bit here. As you can see from in there, we've got sugarcane. Round the back here, we've got two water tanks. If you come all the way around the back, and you've got a little hazard area here, if you put water in at the back there, with those two things combined, productivity should be 100%, and you will start producing pallets. These pallets of molasses have a little marker. As you can see, each of those ones is at 2,000. The one at the front there isn't. We're a little bit lower. That hasn't finished filling up yet. So as they fill, that marker will gradually go up, which is all very nice indeed. And then once the molasses is made, you can then take the molasses over to the hay making one and use it for that. As far as I can tell, there's not a sell option for the molasses on its own. It is to be used with something else. Because when you use the hay pellet making machine with the add-on straw harvest, you need water and molasses, and then when everything goes through, that's what binds it all together and makes your pellets. So that's what this factory does on this side. There is a tanker that comes, I say a tanker that comes with this pack, and it's under, where was it under? I think it was under animals, if I recall. Tools and animals. If I scroll across, there is a new one there, which is part of this pack by Vanquish 081, and that one is the molasses 9500 9500S, 9500 to buy, 10,000 litre capacity. That is 5 slots, and that will allow you to either transport water or molasses if you want to. We do have some options. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. We can change the rim colour. No, we don't want to purchase. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette. And the design colour actually changes a couple of metallic bits. I thought it would change the actual decals, but it doesn't. It changes the axle across the bottom and the hubs, changes the tow hitch and the leg support. And then we can have brand Lizard, Trelleborg or Michelin for our tyre choices. So you can use that for transporting your molasses. And what you can do is you bring the trailer alongside one of these, press L3, and it will fill from the IBCs into that trailer. The other thing I did wonder, can you pick up these IBCs and just take the IBCs round and put them in? So I've got one of each and we'll give it a go and see what happens, because I haven't tested that bit yet. But what you can also do is check in your animal menu, which is this one here, I've activated the other two now, which don't have stuff in, but my hay pellet production one, it takes a load of water. If you look on the right hand side, it takes loads and loads of water. But weirdly, I haven't put any molasses in yet. I didn't put any molasses in, but I'm still getting hay pellets being made. Now, I don't know if you add molasses, whether they'll just make them quicker, whether you get more of them, because I kind of sped up time, and then so I thought, oh, I didn't put any molasses in. As it started making molasses, I took a pallet over and realised it's already making hay pellets. So potentially you could use the hay pellet factory and not actually have to have the molasses one, from what I'm getting here. As far as chaff, hay or grass goes on the hay pellet one, it will take 100,000 litres and then it'll be full and it will gradually start going down. As far as the molasses production goes, it takes a load of water and an absolute ton of sugarcane. I think I ended up putting just over 300,000 litres in, and it wasn't even halfway, as you can see from the right hand side. But my productivity is good. I'm still making molasses. That's all great. That's exactly doing what it should be doing. Is it going to cause any conflicts with the animal pens on the map here? I honestly couldn't say. I don't know. I hope not. I would like to think not. So this one, our hay pellet production, your hay and straw and all that stuff, hay and straw, your hay, grass or chaff goes into this one, up to 100,000 litres. And then round the back we have got two tanks. We've got a water tank at the back, which I've already put water in. And then this tank here is for the molasses, because that colour matches up with the molasses trailer. So what I've done is I've emptied one of those IBCs. I've got 2,000 litres of molasses in here. So what should happen is I'll back up to there. And it should now let me, there we go, unload the molasses. If I go and check my menu here and go down, well, no, we're at the top, you can see the molasses is going on the right hand side. I'm already getting hay pellets, so like I say, I don't know, will it just speed up the amount of hay pellets, or the speed up the time it takes to produce them, or will we get more? I really couldn't say. At the moment it's a bit of an odd one. And then we've got an IBC. I just bought one of the IBCs over, and I don't know whether it will take it directly or whether it does need to be done through the tank, but I thought I'd try, because I'm sure, you know, it's the first thing I thought, and I thought maybe someone will ask the same question. So if I put that down, will it take it out of it? Doesn't seem to be going down, unless it needs to be at a certain height or something like that. It may well be it won't work like this. It does need to be done with the tank. I don't know. I wonder if I lift it up a little bit. Sometimes the trigger's a little bit up. There you go. Marker's dropping. Bomb. Done. So it did take it. So you can either do it with the tanker or you can do it with the pallets, whichever way you want to go around. I'm using the big bag lifter from the CSZ pack with the straps on it, because I just find that so much easier than using pallet forks. Now if I go around the front, what I should now have is in this little entranceway here, there's a hazard marked area. This is where you collect your hay pellets from. So I should be able to back into there and collect my hay pellets. Press L3. There you go, 8,333 litres of hay pellets. It will produce up to 800,000 litres and keep them in storage. Press start and my hay pellets should be going into my trailer now. There we go. I mean, both of the factories are working. It's just a question of whether or not you do need the molasses or not, because I've literally just put the molasses in and I've already got over 8,000 litres of hay pellets without actually having to, which can be used for feeding the animals for your sheep and that kind of stuff, or you can sell them if you've got a good price. I know on this map I think we do have on the end there, right on the far end on the right, that's your hay pellets, and there's prices at all various different sale points for selling hay pellets there. So if you just do it as a money making thing, you can, or you can use them for feed. So there we go. These you will find in, did I say what they were? Slots and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think now. I didn't, did I? I've said what the slots are, or the slots for the trailer. Having one of those days. The buildings are 21 slots for the first one, and then it drops down. The overall pack is 7.11 megabytes download, and it is by Vanquish 081. You'll find these So I got overexcited again, went straight into the mod. If we go to animal pens, which is where you'll find them because they're part of the animal system, that's what they're utilising, that's where you'll find them. The molasses production for 46 grand, pellet hay production for 46 grand. There are 21 slots for the first one of each, and that drops down to, as it says there, 2 slots for any subsequent one you put up. Yeah, not bad that. Quite like those. Anyway, from there we move on to the last of the mods for today. And it's this pack from BlackSheep Modding that a few people have been waiting for a little while. BlackSheep Modding put a couple of things up on their Facebook page recently to say it was on its way. And people have been asking me, when's it coming? And it's now here. This is the John Deere Gator 6x4 pack. This is 17.27 megabytes to download, 13 slots for the vehicle on console. This is by BlackSheep Modding. And then we have a load of backs that go with this. There are a load of configuration options with regard to the Gator itself. We have a sprayer back, the John Deere 32A. We have the what's that one called? The skip back. So that's that's under trailers. So we've got a skip back with straps. You can use it with the forestry edition as well if you want to. We have got the 3-point link mounted back, so you can run attachments. Anything that requires a 3-point link on the back of that. The Gator itself has a trailer hitch as well anyway, but this one comes with weights on the back, because obviously if you're going to put something with a 3-point link on the back, those weights are there to kind of counterbalance everything. Detailing in and around the actual Gator itself is great. You can still run the engine in there. Nicely detailed mod. I just went for a different colour on that one. I don't know why. I just thought I'd try it. And then we've got this one here, which is actually a bale container. And the bale container has straps, but you can put pallets on it, as I've done. But you can put a round bale or a square bale or a couple or whatever you want to do. I just went for a pallet, so you can put whatever you like on it. So it's a bit of a kind of multi-function utility vehicle with various different backs and attachments to be used. As you can see, this one I've gone for a beacon pole. Because I didn't go for the roll cage. If you go for the roll cage, the beacon is on the top of the roll cage. We can have additional lights on it, indicators on the side. We can have it with a half screen, full screen, no screen. It's really cool. Roll cage without roof, roll cage with roof. Look through there, so the suspension underneath as well. Weights on the front if you want. So if you are going for one with a 3-point link and you want to really balance the whole thing out, you can have weights on the front, or you can have a bar with full bars. You can have a bar on its own. I don't think I went for the bar on its own, but we'll have a look at those in the menu. Now, the vehicle itself is under cars. There you go, 15,000 to buy for the Gator. It's 23 horsepower, runs at 15 miles per hour. And like I say, it's 13 slots or 15 slots? 13 slots. We can change the main colour, like so. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't go for one of those because I want, it's a John Deere, so I thought I'd go for the John Deere colours for the thumbnail. You know how it is. Then we can change the rim colour from yellow to black, like so. And then design colour changes the seat again. So you can go for a slightly more kind of militarised version if you wanted to. Then we've got our configuration. We've got standard, and this is on the front. So we've got standard, 600 kilogram, 900 kilogram weight, 1,200 kilogram. We can have protection 1, which puts that bar on the front. Protection 2, which gives a slightly raised one, headlight protection. Then we got protection 3, which puts a bit more of a wraparound. And then back to standard. So we go for the wraparound, for example. We then go for model. So we've got model 1. Model 2 puts a windscreen. Model 3 gives you a roll cage without the windscreen. Model 4 gives you a roll cage with a roof. Model 5, roll cage with 1 windscreen. Model 6, roll cage with 2 screens. Model 7, 2 screens, roll cage and a roof. Model 8, I think is it tinted, the front one? Yeah, the front one's tinted, and then on Model 8, they're both standards kind of, well, perspex or glass, whatever they go for now. And then we've got beacons on or off, and if you go for one that doesn't have the roll cage, like so, it puts the beacon on a pole, as you saw on one of the ones we've got. And then wheel setup, we've got standard, we've got wide tyres, and then we've got communal, like so. We've then got the option of additional lights. That actually just puts indicators on the front, if you want them, like so. I don't think it puts any work lights at the back. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No. So those are your options, Let's hop in one, shall we? Horn, beacon, lights, and main beam. It's a very cool looking thing. First person, very nicely detailed, nice crisp. Look at the decals down there. Cool. And then what we'll do, the first one we'll look at is the sprayer. Now, the attachments for these, back up and under and hook the sprayer one on. Now, this will take 400 litres. Now, the sprayer is 9 slots. The skip, which is just over behind there, is 9 slots. The bale container, which has got the IBC on the back, is 3 slots, and the 3-point lifter, which is the one over there, is 2 slots. Now, you'll find them in those various categories. So, under baling technology is where you'll find the bale container, just there. And you do have the option as well to change the main colour to match whatever you've gone for. So if you've gone for the militarised one or the yellow or whatever, you can. The fertiliser spreader is under crop protection. There, the 32A, same thing again. That will spread out to 5 metres. We'll have a look at that in just a second. And it'll run at 7 miles per hour. Again, we can change the main colour, like so. The skip was found under trailers, and I think the 3-point lifter was under miscellaneous. There you go. And again, we do have the option to change the colour. Now, if you want to avoid having to go around and looking all around the menus to find these, what you can actually do is just go into the manufacturer's icon, and you can just scroll through till you find John Deere, then scroll through and find them. And that will take pretty much everything. 800 litre capacity. With this one, we do have the option to change the colour, but also we have the option to have it like that as just a regular skip, or we can have it with forestry on the back, like so. And like I say, it does have straps too, as you've just seen. So like I say, if you come out of that menu, scroll across to the left-hand tab, which is brands, then scroll all the way across until you get to John Deere. Sometimes if you've got a lot of stuff by the same company, it can work out a lot easier doing that than it is hunting around through all the different menus till you find it. But obviously we've got a lot of John Deere equipment already, but if I keep going we will get to them momentarily. There we go. So they're all in a line there from the Gator and all the backs like so, and obviously the RTKs are on there as well that are popped up today too. So anyway, L1 and X, as you've just seen, opens and closes your sprayer. We can spray to 5 metres, which is great. Now, because this has got a trailer hitch on the back, I did wonder, you could put one of those little tankers on the back that has liquid fertiliser in there, pull that behind it, and then you've massively increased your capacity. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. Should do, shouldn't it? L1X folds that back up again. Very nice. This is a 3-point link. Obviously I'm just thinking I haven't got anything out with the 3-point link, but 3-point link on the back. All the various different connections are all there, the weight stuff on it. I think I went for the different tyres, the wider tyres on this one as well. It's just a nice looking unit, nicely made, well packaged. This one was a bit more open cab I thought I'd go for, with the forestry back and the straps. Straps on and off, we can do it manually. L1, R1 and unload here. If what you've got in the back you want to unload. I can open the back myself to put pallets in if I want to put a pallet in the back of there like I did with the other one. I'm pretty sure on the BlackSheep modding Facebook it did say they're working on more stuff to come with this, more attachments and things, I think. Pretty sure I read that. And then this one I went with the extra lights as well, so we do have the extra indicators on there too. Very, very nice indeed. And there we go. Pretty sure that's it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.